Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Sleepy as shit.
Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out. Off we go in the NFC title game. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays. Javon Hargrave, the big man, gets in there and takes him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of the Giants has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. The speed on display. He's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, New York. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants will take the early advantage. They lead 7-0 in this NFC title game. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Seattle.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They send Evans in motion. 2nd down. Jackson. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
The Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. Jackson going to keep this one himself. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's a run with their tight end. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here on 3rd and goal? On the ground, it's the tight end. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Let's get a camera on this defensive coordinator, Mike. He's got to be fired up from what he sees from this defense. Huge stop there, no gain, forces a 4th down.
Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
No. Hold on.
The offense staying on the field. They're going to go on 4th and goal. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts.
That nigga went outside.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This about as short as you can get.
That's crazy. How the fuck this nigga go outside, but I moved back 5 yards?
Boswell's kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 19 yards.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Now Penix to throw on second down. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. His first catch of this NFC Championship game. Good enough for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Penix gonna throw again. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Giants.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what's...
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Seahawks scoop it up. He works free, right side. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. Quite a turn of events. This is first and goal at the 3. They'll run. It's Hall. A dive, and he's in. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Seahawks are on top. It's now 10-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Who the fuck is his quarterback?
From the gun, Rodgers.
He caught that.
Downfield, it's Wilson. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter.
I didn't even know he can catch that. That was a good pass, I guess.
First down for Aaron. This one complete to Bateman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. A pass pulled in by Irvin.
He played like this nigga named
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
They stay in there damn.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Again, it's Rodgers. He pulls
They
it in around the 5.
They didn't let me switch.
And he will score. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Giants. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Giants are on top. It's 14-10.
That nigga Omar texted me earlier, man. What's up, young blood?
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And open downfield, it's Johnson. That pickup good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
A design run here with Jackson. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down.
Wow.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Man in motion here is Jennings. On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your...
He's got his big tight end, DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. On for the extra point is Boswell. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. Open man.
Slay don't go get that is fucking crazy. Bro, this game is so ass.
He will score.
Slay don't go get that.
70 yards. Touchdown, New York. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Shit, I gotta do it.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. first and 10. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. Down the right sideline. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's first and goal. A big play to kick off this drive. It covers 63 yards. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line. Second down and goal. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. They'll motion over Metcalf. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Chance to get the lead before the break. Here we go. 4th down and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they forced a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers.
Oh my God, that was a pick.
Right side. Going to be caught by Addison.
That was a fucking pick, bro.
And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
You cannot make this shit up, dog.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You saw a great example of it here. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now.
Wow, bro. This nigga will hold.
It's complete.
Nigga held me
in the business inside the 30-yard line. The break, the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. They'll put Addison in motion. Right back to Irving. And he's got it. First down. Pick up of 4. Now a timeout. Giants. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. A give. This is Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. And he'll take it on in.
The bullshit I go into in this game.
Bucky Irving. Touchdown, New York. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Giants add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Jackson going for it all. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Seahawks will cut the deficit down to 4. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll go right and find his running back.
They still have that timeout in their back pocket, so they can still throw the ball anywhere on the field. They've got to generate a chunk play, call timeout, and either try a long field goal or just chuck it deep into the end zone.
Throwing, Rodgers. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. So we've hit halftime here in the NFC Championship game. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, here's Irving. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. Open man is beaten. He's got him. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll go again here with Irving. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. Now a second down throw from Rodgers. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Now here's second and goal. They'll run with Irving. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth and goal.
From the gun, Rodgers. To the goal
I tell you, bro, this nigga is so fucking ass, bro.
Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, New York. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will extend this third quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson and the offense trying to get two more here. Tight end going in motion here. From the gun, Jackson. And he will go down. Doesn't even get a throw off. The try for two is unsuccessful. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. He'll get this out wide. Into space at the 45.
He still get that, and niggas that stand there is crazy.
For good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. first down for Aaron. This one complete to Bateman.
I tell you.
Down to the 10. And he will go all the way. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Giants. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Watch out, Carter.
A first down throw for Jackson.
This nigga ran away. Why the fuck are you running away for, bro?
Couldn't do it. It's
That's the shit I be talking about.
And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Place a foot. What numbers? The nigga ran away from the fucking ball. You cannot make this shit up, dog.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win. And that's exactly what he did here.
And he's going to be taken down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Can't make that shit up at all.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run, and a short pickup down inside the 10. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And that is incomplete.
I don't know what the fuck
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
That was my first audible.
Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15.
My first audible turned to 5 yards. It's twice that shit done happened.
The shotgun, here's Jackson.
Why you gotta wait so damn long to throw the fucking ball, dog?
The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
2nd down, Jackson.
I had
down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
The motion man is Johnson. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. Oh, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a 1st down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. Jackson now. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they kick.
Run.
Too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Jackson looking to throw. Metcalf left side. He's
This game ain't no better. They would
I'll tell you what,
have
Mike,
made me overthrow.
this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the 1st down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Jackson.
That nigga ran.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I guess not.
They had to take that chance.
Nigga ran straight through. He ran it to me. That nigga went
turn it
back.
over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity
I
to
was gonna
go
wait
for
until
it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He shouldn't have no doubt.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Play action now with Rodgers. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And the Seahawks with another big moment. They'll try to add the 2-point conversion here. They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing Jackson to the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So they tried to cut it to 7, could not. Now they know they need 2 scores, and that means here comes an onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
On the ground, it's Irving. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 2nd down, a run with Irving. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup at 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
On 3rd down, it's Irving. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will have a Giants first down. They only needed 1, but to get a 6, and it'll move the chain.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
I don't know what the fuck that was. It wasn't no Tesla, just regular Tesla cars.
Come on, man. You need your butt changed. You better vibe out. It ain't that serious. Your butt
They'll run it.
That nigga still ran my way.
And he finds some space.
He still get yours out
Gain
there.
of 7 on 1st
Hey,
down.
hey.
2nd down and 3. Here's Irving. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to go backwards again. They went to him twice in a row. The defense stops him twice in a row for loss. And now it's 4th down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Can't say somebody ass and you barely could win.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
I'm weak.
Here we go. One final play.
Look at that.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it.
The game already started off with your ass being a fucking...
So it's a
This shit was funny as hell. It was 4th and inches, right? How the fuck you go outside? That shit moved me back 5 yards. Yeah, alright. How you gonna say he would die my ass up? Let's see. Who held the ball? nigga.
Come on, man. Out. Come on, bottom. Boy, you better burn your foot up. Who? Gang. Gang. Oh,